Good morning. This is Marcus over at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Wanted to welcome you all to the webinar today. I have Jake Quigley-Rowley on the line with us today from one of our strategic partners through Nassau Re. I want to thank Jake for joining us this morning/afternoon. I guess it is noon. We're going to take a few moments this early afternoon and cover the growth annuity, which we have great news, which is going to be approved or has been approved, and it's rolling out August 2nd in the great state of California. Was just recently approved in New Jersey. This is going to be the first of four-part webinar series. We're going to be covering all of the Nassau products, one each week. So next webinar we will be covering here in about 2 weeks will be on the personal income annuity inside and out. So again, I do appreciate you joining us this morning. We have a lot of information to cover. I don't want this to be a traditional webinar where Jake and I speak the entire time as we get into the information. I want it to be more of a more conversational type webinar. So if you do have questions, please feel free to put those down in the question box, and we'll try to answer those as we go through, as we are going to be covering a lot of information this morning. So again, I want to thank you for joining us. I will record this webinar, so if you do get pulled away, don't worry, I will get you out a copy of the webinar so you can watch it at your own convenience. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Marcus Solar. I'm one of the annuity directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I have been here for over 6 years, and I do thank you again for joining us on the webinar this morning with Nassau Re. Here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we do offer what we call the new producer builders program. It is a way for us to say thank you and welcome aboard to Insurance Agency Marketing Services. This program is in place for the first 180 days you are on board with us. It is a way for us to help promote and build your business for premiums submitted, whether that is annuity premium or single premium life business. Anything from $100,000 in business being paid all the way to $1 million. You can choose anything from $750 in cash back in your pocket to a 1,500-piece postcard mailing to keep your pipeline full, all the way to 8 to 10 preset appointments to having us help you with videos, consumer-facing brochures, custom articles, etc. So as soon as you choose one item off of this producer builder program, the program does shut off, but it is a way for us to say thank you and welcome aboard to Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We do offer the ongoing business builder program, a way for us to help you increase your capital by putting money back into your business, whether that's the referral producer program or the marketing reimbursement program. If you do refer a producer to us, not only do you get a $50 one-time bonus when your agent contracts with us, you get $100 when they write their first piece of business, and you get ongoing revenue depending on the type of business that they write. And this is ongoing as long as they write through Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We also offer the marketing reimbursement. We pay you $100 for every 100,000 that you write through our office on index annuity premium, $200 for every single premium life $100,000 app, and $200 per 10,000 in life target as well. This is put into place to help you offset any expenditures within your office, as we know how expensive it is to run a practice on an ongoing basis. We do offer also some of the best back office support available in the marketplace today. We try to take that busy work off the table for you so that you can continue to do what you do best, which is meet with prospects and clients alike. We try to help you out with any type of case design, quoting, sales ideas, expertise, coaching as well. We offer paperless contracting, which saves you time and money. We have forms at your fingertips as well. So anything we can help you with to save you that time so you can spend more time in front of your clients and prospects and write more business, that is what we're here to help support your business need. We also offer Firelight, which is the electronic online application program. This is a way that you can do all your applications electronically. What we find is it does eliminate a lot of errors or all errors when you submit a piece of business, so you don't have to go back and get changes done by the clients or initials done by the clients. We have a number of different carriers which are now available. We have very few carriers that are not on this platform. They're on the right side there, but we are expecting them to be on board very, very shortly. If you have any questions on this, you can certainly call in to the number listed at the bottom of the screen, the 800-255-5055. We guarantee to answer that phone with a live person within 2 rings, and we will answer any questions you have with regards to the electronic e-application program through our website called Firelight. We also offer creative marketing solutions. This is our department that's run by Curtis Hawks and Jacob Tedlock. They are here to help you brand and promote your business on an ongoing basis, no matter where you are in the business or how long you've been in the business. They'll meet you where you are at and help you achieve that next level. Whether you're just getting into the business and you need help with a business logo, letterhead, stationery, they'll meet you there. Or if you've been in the business 20 to 30 years, you would like us to take a look at your website, your letterhead, you'd like to revamp all of that, or you'd like to do some green screening as far as advertising on some of the major networks, we can certainly help you out at that level as well. So no matter where you are in your practice as far as marketing goes, give us a call, let us know what you're looking at, and we can certainly customize some marketing for your marketplace. We do have the IAMS website, which is available 24/7 when we're not in the office and we don't answer the phone within that 2-ring guarantee, which is unique within the marketplace. We do not have voicemail here at Insurance Agency Marketing. We believed in talking to everyone that calls in with a live person, because if it wasn't for you, the advisor, we would not be here and have our jobs at the end of the day. So we want to be there live and be able to answer your calls. When we're not here in off business hours, we do make available to you the website at www.iamsinc.com. On this website, you can get life quotes, you can get annuity grids, you can get current annuity news, forms online, any forms you need for any upcoming appointments. There's also annuity quoting software out there as well. So a lot of tools available to you at your fingertips. There's also the sales resource library, which has over 1,000 client presentations, which are available for you for that up and coming appointment that might pop up over the weekend, where you might need a presentation for that client. We also offer Retirement Analyzer for our producers. This is a retirement income planning tool that a lot of our top advisors use when meeting with clients. The one question that does come up periodically is, what if the plan in which they believe to be true turned out not to be true when it comes to their retirement income planning needs? When would they like to know? Today or the first day of retirement? It also helps you help your clients answer the following questions at the bottom of the screen. Well, how would it affect my family if I die prematurely? What effect would that have on my family? Would they have to change their lifestyle? All these questions can be answered by running your client through the Retirement Analyzer. Again, the software we do make available to our advisors. If you'd like to know more about the software, please give our sales team a call at the office at 800-255-5055. We do have IAMS Wealth Management internally here as well. IAMS Wealth Management, if you are considering getting your Series 65 license, you will want to give them a call. What we find is you don't leave any extra money on the table for another advisor to come in and build that relationship with that same client. What it does is help you increase your revenue overall, improve client retention, and strengthen those client relationships and deepen those relationships across the board. It will also draw more referrals to your practice when you can attract and grow every aspect of the business across the board, not just looking at annuity as long-term care, but also the wealth management side. So if you have any questions on IAMS Wealth Management or are considering taking a look at the Series 65 license, please give us a call. Again, you can reach them at 1-800-255-5055, or you can reach Duncan Smith at 402-403-1554. We did announce our Top Producer Summit. This Top Producer Summit is going to be a cruise over in Italy. It's going to be taking off from Rome on August 28th and returning to Venice, Italy on 9/4. Qualification period is still running. It will run all the way through June 30th of 2022. It will require 4.5 million points or annuity business to guarantee you a seat on that vessel. The nice thing here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services is no matter what business you write through us, all business does count towards our top producer trip. If you have questions on ratios or how all business does count towards our top producer summit on the cruise, please give our sales team a call here at the 800-255-5055, and any marketer will be more than happy to cover that information with you. We have announced a couple of dates for the 2021 Life and Annuity Academy. The first one is going to be the end of September in conjunction with Athene. The other one is going to be the end of November with regards to North American. These academies are co-sponsored by the carriers and Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We are actually going to be bringing in some top producers to these events. They're going to be sharing not only sales ideas, how they run their practice, what has worked for them, what has not worked for them, pre and post COVID. They're going to be talking about wealth transfer tools, what they see as the best income writers within the industry right now. They're going to be talking about, and we are going to be talking about industry threats and trends as we see it right now. So again, this is no expense at all to the advisor themselves. The first one is going to be co-hosted by Athene. We're going to be looking for advisors that are currently licensed with Athene and writing that business through us. If you are interested in attending that Life and Annuity Academy, please give us a call at 800-255-5055, or you can visit our website and fill out the pre-registration form at the www.iamsinc.com website. If you are a social media or like to follow social media, we are out on Facebook and LinkedIn. Those are the links below. We do update these on a daily basis with news, trends, and articles by the annuity marketers here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We'd love to have you follow us. Any questions or feedback on the Facebook or LinkedIn, please let us know. You can certainly reach Jacob Tedlett. He runs both of these or keeps in charge of both of these on a daily basis. Again, you can reach him here in the office. At this point in time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jake Quagliaroli. Again, he has been a strategic partner of Insurance Agency Marketing Services for, I've been here for 6 years. He's been with us for that long, if not longer. Again, I appreciate the partnership with Jake. We're going to be covering the growth annuity this morning, one of the top accumulation and income options for your clients out there in the marketplace today. So Jake, I do appreciate your time, and let's go ahead and get into that this morning.
Awesome, Marcus. Well, thanks for the opportunity today. Thanks for the partnership, and obviously, as always, great information up front in terms of all the great value adds that you guys provide to advisors and producers. It's unparalleled, unmatched in the industry in terms of everything that you're doing. So, in addition to that, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your day today to jump on. As Marcus has mentioned, we are extremely, extremely excited about the opportunity that we have here with Nassau Growth Annuity. With the upcoming pending approval in California taking place this upcoming Monday, August 2nd, we now basically have this product approved in, I believe, 46, 47 states. So just about everywhere where we are contracted and licensed to do business, you have access to me. And the feedback that I get, one of the more unique accumulation products in the marketplace today, one of the stronger accumulation products out there. What we're going to do over the next few minutes is first and foremost, again, re-highlight who Nassau Life and Annuity Company is. A newer name to the industry, but as you'll see, a company that's been around for over 170 years. From there, we're going to talk about value add programs that we're excited to offer through insurance agency marketing and ways to put value again back into your business, way to earn additional compensation. Again, our way of thanking you for partnering with Nassau through insurance agency marketing, one of our preferred distribution partners. Last but not least, we're gonna take a majority of the time today and highlight the Nassau Growth Annuity. I'm going to give you upfront a lot of the great product features and sort of structurally what you have with this contract. But I want to really hammer home the differentiators, the things that separate Nassau Growth Annuity from other accumulation products in the industry. And then I'm going to highlight 2 or 3 different sales strategies of ways that I have producers leveraging the strength of this product, how they're using this product and positioning it with clients today. So without further ado, let's kick things off and let's get things going. As I mentioned up front, first and foremost, all products that we talk about today through our partnership with Insurance Agency Marketing are issued on Phoenix Life and Annuity, are issued on Nassau Life and Annuity Company paperwork. Nassau, as I mentioned up front, is a name that hopefully you're familiar with at this point in time. Back in 2016, Nassau purchased a company from Phoenix Life and Annuity. And from 2016 through today, they've put the company through a major transformation. You're going to see that when we talk about the Nassau Growth Annuity and highlight the strength and differentiators that you have with this product. This is a product that was fully developed under the Nassau leadership team. But you're also going to see it in some of the value add programs that Nassau has brought to the table. Again, when you look at our preferred distribution partner, which Insurance Agency Marketing is one of the fewer organizations on that platform, the opportunity to earn additional compensation, the opportunity to qualify for elite level service, the opportunity to qualify for trips and get yourself associated with some of the top producers inside of the industry and inside of Nassau to celebrate your successes and to talk about all the great ways to continue to build your business. But the other great transformation that you see since Nassau has come in 2016 is really from a financial platform. When you look at what Nassau has accomplished in their brief time in sort of running the company, they've taken a company and over the last 3 years, they've positioned us to receive an AM Best upgrade. They finalized the acquisition of Forster's Life of New York, an A-plus rated company in the state of New York where there's obviously a lot of scrutiny, a lot of sort of oversight of those types of acquisitions. And in addition to that, they finalized an agreement with Stone Point Capital, a conservative reinsurance company that's committed a minimum of $100 million of capital to continue the growth plan of Nassau. So really, since the acquisition, not only have they strengthened the portfolio, strengthened the value add proposition, but we've also strengthened the financial platform that's really highlighted by those 3 third-party affirmations that the company continues to move on the right direction. And to me, the importance there is when you make a recommendation of a Nassau product, you know the value add that product is providing is going to be there at the time of your client's needs. And so we're extremely excited about our partnership with Insurance Agency Marketing. We're extremely excited to continue to build under the Nassau brand name, giving you industry-leading products both on an accumulation and a guaranteed basis. One of the things that we talked about up front, though, is value add back into your business. And I hate to highlight this screen that we have in front of you with spending a lot of time today because we're sort of at the end of the line. But what we're hopefully going to do is continue to have these types of value add programs. And really what you're seeing in front of you is because of your partnership with Nassau through insurance agency marketing, any FIA product that you submit, application that you submit through the end of this week, through the end of July, as long as it issues by end of September, you're going to earn an additional 50 basis points in compensation. And I left this screen up there, even though we only have a couple days left in this incentive, because one of the things that we continue to do is find ways to put value add programs back into your pocket. And one of the biggest ways that we obviously believe in is putting additional compensation to you. You can use to buy lead programs. You can reinvest in your business. You can do marketing. A lot of different ways that you can piggyback all the great value add that you get from insurance agency marketing with programs that we continue to offer. In addition to this additional compensation bonus, every FIA submit that you make with Nassau through insurance agency marketing through the end of this year will also continue to qualify you for our very popular and very attainable Nassau Elite program. For only $1.5 million in FIA submits, FIA issued premium throughout the entire calendar year, you have the opportunity to qualify for several great value adds back into your business. First and foremost is a compensation enhancement. You achieve Nassau Elite, we're going to retro to $1, pay you a year-end bonus of 50 basis points on your entire block of business for that calendar year. If you achieve that qualifying premium for Nassau Elite for a second consecutive year, we're going to increase that bonus up to 75 basis points, and again, retro to $1, pay you a 75 basis point bonus on your entire block of sales. So again, a way for you to squeeze every single penny that you can on top of the already strong compensation that you have in terms of the Nassau FIA portfolio. In addition to that, you're also going to qualify for elite level service. What does that mean? First and foremost, you're going to have a dedicated new business case manager assigned directly to you. That one individual is going to be responsible for your business so you can build a partnership. They can get a better understanding of who you are, of how you work, of the type of business that you submit, so we can help move that business through the system at a faster pace. You'll have access to Nassau Suitability. So if you have a challenging case, a case maybe with a little bit more variables, you're going to be able to pick up the phone, speak directly with our suitability team to talk through the case and get a better understanding of what the hurdles may be and how we can help overcome it. And one of the things that we've launched over the last couple months is also now a dedicated post-service individual. So if you're looking at withdrawal structures or questions with in-force business, again, you'll have a dedicated post-service person to address those needs. So we're helping try and build a team at Nassau's expense to help you continue to move that business through. And last but not least, for partnering with Nassau through insurance agency marketing, if you're one of our top 50 qualifiers for Nassau Elite, you and a guest will join us for our annual incentive trip, which in 2020, based off of 2021 production, in April of 2022, we'll be going to Key Largo, Florida. And you'll spend time with the other 49 top producers and their guests, again, celebrating your success, meeting the Nassau leadership team, and learning about continued opportunities you have within the Nassau portfolio. So that's, again, from a transformation standpoint, who Nassau is, some of the great value-add opportunities that we want to roll out there to thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your business. But most importantly, let's start talking about the product solutions that Nassau offers. As you know, we are the insurance company. We are the product manufacturer, and Nassau Growth Annuity is a product that's continuing to build momentum since its release about 2.5 years ago. High level, what do you have with Nassau Growth Annuity? A product that issues through age 85 with a single premium anywhere between $15,000 and $1 million without prior home office approval. But to me, the strength in this product is the flexibility and the customization that you have with Nassau Growth Annuity. You can see there are two different contract durations, either a 7-year contract or a 10-year contract. And as Marcus mentioned up front, August 2nd, this upcoming Monday, we're going live in the state of California. In the state of California, that 10-year contract is actually a 9-year contract, so a slightly reduced surrender charge schedule. But again, customization and flexibility from a contract duration standpoint. In addition to that, you have a 10% penalty-free withdrawal on this contract on both the 7 and 10-year contract, available as soon as 30 days after issue. So access to liquidity inside of an accumulation product available as soon as 30 days after issue. We're going to talk about both fee and no fee strategies. So again, based on the goal of the client, based on the comfort level of you and the client and the direction that we want to go, you have the ability to customize an accumulation strategy that minimizes fees or maximizes accumulation opportunities. And for those enhanced participation rate strategies, those fee strategies, know that every 7 and 10-year contract that you issue through Nassau with the Nassau Growth Annuity has a built-in return of premium, or as I like to call, return of fee feature. And what that really means, the importance to you, the importance to your client, is that if we go through an extended period of down markets, and after 7 or 10 years or at death of that client, they were shooting for max accumulation with some of the enhanced participation rate strategies, and that fee forced the premium to go backwards. Nassau is going to true up that fee to make sure that the client is never penalized for trying to maximize their accumulation. So peace of mind, predictability that you have inside the Nassau Growth Annuity. Last but not least, with our 10-year Nassau Growth Annuity contract, you have the opportunity to elect between two different optional income riders. And we'll highlight those here in another few slides. But again, hopefully what you're seeing with the design of Nassau Growth Annuity is a ton of flexibility, a ton of customization to really meet the goals of what you're trying to accomplish from an accumulation standpoint. The sizzle with the product, the next few slides, what you see, some of the top, if not the top, S&P 500 participation rates, a unique smart passage index that has a ton of differentiators from your average vol control index. And again, we're going to run through those here over the next couple slides. So let's really look at that, and let's dive into Nassau Growth Annuity, the sizzle points, which is, again, the accumulation opportunity. From a time perspective, I'm really going to highlight the 10-year Group A states as we talk about the upside opportunity. But no, again, August 2nd, California is coming on board. On the 10-year product, the rates will fall under those Group B states. All 7-year products have the same crediting rates and crediting strategies inside that you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen. But when you start looking at the upside opportunity, a majority of assets are allocated into the participation rate strategies with the Nassau Growth Annuity. You can see we have a 1-year S&P 500 par rate, no cap, no spread, no fee, of a very strong, again, one of the top in the industry today, 40%. If the client wants to maximize that accumulation potential for a 1% strategy fee, we're going to increase that participation rate from 40% all the way up to 54%. On our 2-year S&P 500 strategies, you can see base par rate, no cap, no spread, no fee, of a very strong 55% participation rate. For a client looking for maximum accumulation potential, understanding you also have that built-in return of fee feature, we can bump that 2-year S&P par rate all the way up to 75%. So what you're seeing is some of the industry-leading participation rates, max accumulation opportunities with the Nassau Growth Annuity. But now let's quickly transition and let's talk about the Smart Passage Index. And we're going to break this index down over the next couple of slides. But take a look at the accumulation potential that you have here. On that 10-year Group A states, no cap, no spread, no fee. You have a 105% participation rate. For a 1% strategy fee, we're going to increase that par rate all the way up to 145%. And the other great thing to know is that on each and every contract anniversary, you have the ability to reallocate between all the different strategies that you see on the screen in front of you. The only time your client would be assessed a fee is when they have a portion of the assets allocated to one of the enhanced participation rate buckets. If they're in all the no-fee strategies, then obviously we're not going to have any fee associated with the accumulation potential in the contract. So again, the ability to customize that accumulation story based on your comfort level and your client's comfort level with the product. But let's talk about this great complementary index that runs alongside the strong S&P 500 strategies we offer, and that's that Smart Passage Index. What we wanted to do with this strategy, with this volatility control index inside of the growth annuity, is build an index that had the ability to outperform the S&P 500. So to do that, what we've done is honed in on a strategy or a concept that's called the low vol anomaly, or the low volatility philosophy. And what that states is, if you look over time, low volatile stocks tend to outperform higher volatility stocks. So to go in on that low vol concept, but to keep it simple and to focus on S&P based strategies, we built this Smart Passage Index comprised of the 200 least volatile stocks inside of the S&P 500. But to give it that upside opportunity, to achieve that goal of outperforming the S&P 500, we had to be different than the industry. And if you look out today, think about the average vol control index that you're selling. Today, it's generally carrying probably anywhere between a 4 to 6% volatility target. What does that mean to you behind the scenes from an actuarial standpoint? What's the impact of a 4 to 6% volatility target? What we're really doing is we're limiting our clients' exposure to the index that we're tracking. Think about the S&P 500. Traditionally, it carries a 16% volatility. So if you have a 4% volatility target product, you're basically saying we're tracking, or we're competing with 25% of the S&P 500. So what we did with this Smart Passage Index is assign a 16.5% volatility target, comparable to what the S&P 500 is. What that's again going to do is give your client more exposure to the index that we're tracking or following, higher accumulation potential, the ability to give equity-like returns inside of an FIA portfolio. The other great unique mechanism on top of that 16.5% vol target is really what we have built into this, and it's called a volatility control mechanism. And again, I know these are features that you're probably not going to spend any time, unless you're working with an engineer, talking through with a client. But what I want you to understand is what we're trying to do. We all know how to position an FIA. What we're trying to do is give that client maximum accumulation potential, understanding that if we are in a volatile market or a down market, our premium, our principal is never going backwards. We're going to protect that asset to ensure that it provides the best stability or the best returns throughout your retirement days. That said, look at this volatility control mechanism. It ranges anywhere between 0 and 350%. And again, the importance there is within the Smart Passage Index, this is an index that never moves assets to cash. What it does is it reduces the amount that we're tracking, or increases the amount that we're tracking based on volatility. So let's say in the Smart Passage Index, volatility comes in at 16.5%, or exactly what our vol target is. In that scenario, what we're going to do is track the Smart Passage Index 1-to-1 or 100% of those returns. If volatility spikes, and let's say it jumps to 33%, or double that 16.5% vol target, instead of moving to cash, what we do is we track the returns at 50%. And let's say volatility drops and it decreases down to 8.25%, or half of our vol target of 16.5%. In that scenario, what we do is we increase the amount that we're tracking the index to 200%, or 2 times the return. So instead of moving to cash, what we're doing is we're working and managing this thing on a daily basis to try and give your client the most access to the returns inside of the index. And think about the importance of that to you and your client. In a bull market, is volatility generally low or high? In those scenarios, generally what you're seeing is lower volatility. So in a bull market, what we're doing is we're increasing the amount that we're tracking the index, giving that client hopefully the opportunity to capture more of the upside, to get those equity-like returns inside of the FIA. That's the uniqueness that you have with this Smart Passage Index, and you get a great complementary index alongside the S&P 500. We've built out with Societe Generale, who manages this index, a great website where you're able to see the types of returns. You're able to see the strategy. And again, the thing we want to focus on is over a 7 or 10 year period, depending on which duration you elect. We're not always based on the strategies, the low vol indexes. It depends on where the market growth is. Each and every year, you're not going to have that overperformance of the S&P. But the goal is over the long term, over that 7 and 10 year contract, based on the design of this index, you're going to have those years where you hit that grand slam with the Smart Passage Index. And take a look at the average returns. Here you're going to see those Group A states, those high participation rates that we talked about. To me, the most important or compelling numbers on the screen in front of you is first and foremost, what I like to highlight with producers I'm working with is take a look at the difference between the fee and no fee strategies. A lot of conversations that I have are, hey, Jake, I'm working with a client. We're moving assets from an account that, whether it's a 401k, whatever it may be, where there were fees. And they want nothing to do, my client wants nothing to do with fees going forward. I get that. We have the opportunity with the growth annuity to build a strategy that has no fees from an accumulation potential. But just take a look over the last 10 years, the difference in the upside opportunity with those fee strategies. 2-year S&P 500, base par rate, no cap, no spread, no fee, 55%. You can see over the last 10 years returned on average 6.6% per year. To bump that par rate up to 75% for that 1% strategy fee, we increase the average annual returns over 2% to just short of 8.9% on average per year. So there is value over the long haul with those fee-based strategies. And remember, with the growth annuity, you also have that return of fee feature, knowing your client's never going to go backwards if we go through an extended period of flat to no gains. The other great thing I like to highlight, though, on the screen in front of you is take a look at those worst 10-year period. We talked about the uniqueness of that Smart Passage Index. And sure, we're going to have years where the Smart Passage Index underperforms. Are years where those low vol stocks don't give the type of performance that we're hoping for. But look at that worst 10-year period. 6.5 of 01 to 6.5 of 11. We all know that there were a number of market pullbacks, of bear markets during that 10-year span. Despite that, you still have an average annual return of 7.32% for the base or 9.8% for the enhanced par strategy. Very, very strong. Again, a great complementary index alongside the S&P 500. And as we mentioned, California coming on board August 2nd. A great opportunity to really maximize that accumulation potential for all your California clients. Even though it's a Group B state and participation rates are slightly reduced from our Group A states, still strong competitive position from an industry standpoint and strong accumulation potential that you have with these Group B states. So if you haven't taken a look at the Nassau Growth Annuity, really look at the sizzle for what the product is, and that's the upside accumulation potential. You see that on the screen in front of you. But what I want to highlight, and again, from a sales strategy standpoint, this isn't anything groundbreaking or earth-shattering. But a lot of times, again, I'll talk to clients, and maybe this is a bad plug to put in here, but in my 20-plus years in the business, this is the first FIA product that I've actually ever allocated my own money into. And when I talk with advisors, they sit here and they run those competitive illustrations, and they say, I bet you're really leveraging the Smart Passage Index. And actually what I like to do is do a blend of the S&P and the Smart Passage. And why I do that is we all know what the S&P 500 is. We know, again, over a 10-year period, the average types of returns that we're going to see through the long haul. So what you're seeing on the screen in front of you is a way I really position this with most advisors that I work with, is let's drop 50% into the 1-year S&P 500. We have the opportunity to see a credit on our account each and every year. And then we can drop an additional the other 50% into the Smart Passage Index. And what you're seeing is a $100,000 premium. After 10 years has grown to over $230,000 with that split. Now again, I could illustrate something extremely higher by putting 100% in the Smart Passage Index, but with the design of that index, with the home run capabilities, I always think on my end and with the advisors that I work with, it's worth looking at the potential split of assets inside of the contract. One of the other great things that we offer at Nassau is the ability to do Roth conversions. You can do a full Roth conversion inside of our entire portfolio. And what you see with the Nassau growth annuity, again, is tax-free accumulation. Sure, if you do a Roth conversion, that client's going to have a tax liability in the year of that conversion. But now what we're doing is we're positioning them for maximum accumulation, for tax-free accumulation. And because we've made that conversion, that client no longer has that required minimum distribution. But knowing they have that 10% liquidity, they have great access if there was an emergency or a situation where they needed to tap into that account. So a great way to really provide flexibility and solutions to that client. The last piece I want to show you from an accumulation standpoint really highlights the renewal rate philosophy and strategy, the integrity and the transparency that we want to provide you. We know at the end of the day, 2 years from today, 5 years from today, 10 years from today, you're the one sitting across from that client doing the annual review. One of the pieces we recently launched is our historical credit rates. And what this is going to continue to show you is the renewal rates that you see on the Nassau growth annuity. Because one of the big concerns, if I were in your shoes, is sitting here saying, hey, Jake, you're telling me you have some of the top, if not the top S&P 500 par rates out there today. You have this smart passage index that has some great participation rates. How do I know 3 years, 4 years from today, you're going to have those same strategies out there from a participation rate standpoint? I'm going to leverage not only this piece in front of you that's going to show that, but I'm also going to tell you that we built this product with what's called a fixed option budget. And what that means is each and every year, Nassau's going in to purchase the options that back the par rates that we offer with this product with the same option budget. So I'm not saying that we're going to provide the same renewal rates with this contract, but we're going to be able to provide more consistency. Option prices change, which are going to lead to par rates adjusting and changing. But knowing that Nassau's going in with the same budget every year is going to, again, allow more consistency, and that's what this piece in front of you shows. And again, it's our transparency, it's our commitment to you to know that we're talking about accumulation and providing the most upside. Up front, when we started talking about growth annuity, we talked about the customization with the product, the flexibility of the product. On the 10-year contract, we currently have 2 optional income riders available. Right now, about 15% of cases that we receive have this rider attached to the contract. And of that 15%, about 90% of assets or 90% of riders elected are the one at the top of the screen, the amplified income rider. It's a low-cost rider, 25 basis points annually. What this rider is going to do is attach a benefit base that's going to grow at 150% of index credits. So this gives you the potential long-term accumulation story to really maximize that income and help ensure the lifestyle the client wants to live throughout their retirement days. Here's a quick customized illustration. We're going to show you, again, $100,000 premium allocated 50-50 between the Smart Passage and the 1-year S&P 500. After 10 years, you have a benefit base of over $267,000, which translates to over $16,000 in lifetime income. Now, again, remember this is on a non-guaranteed basis, but this is going to give you that upside opportunity to leverage that accumulation story and have a potential income, a lifetime income, on top of that penalty, that 10% penalty free that's available with the Nassau growth annuity. Quickly, before we wrap things up, I want to highlight, as Marcus mentioned up front, we're going to continue the Nassau series. The next webinar we're going to do, we're really going to focus on the Nassau personal income annuity. This is transitioning from the accumulation and focusing more on the guaranteed lifetime income story. And you have one of the top lifetime income products in the marketplace today with the Nassau personal income annuity. It's a product that was designed to be the most competitive in the guaranteed lifetime income space. And you and your client have the opportunity at issue to elect between 2 different riders. Income Today rider, designed for a client looking to transition to that distribution phase within the first 3 years after issue, which is going to provide up to a 45% guaranteed benefit base bonus. Or the Income Tomorrow rider for a client with a little longer deferral, 4+ years before they transition to the distribution phase, where instead of getting a big upfront bonus, we're going to grow the benefit base at a guaranteed 14% simple per year. We also continue to offer the very popular Nassau Personal Protection Choice Contract, a product that not only provides a competitive lifetime income with our Income Today, Income Tomorrow rider, but also has a nursing care enhancement which is an increase the lifetime income your client's receiving by up to 250% if they were to go into a nursing home, or up to 175% if they're not able to fill 2 of 6 ADLs. And we're going to pay that benefit for up to 5 years as long as your client continues to qualify, even if the account value is depleted to zero. In addition to that, you have our family protection rider, our 100% lump sum death benefit, which is going to grow it up to 10% simple for up to 10 years or until the client turns age 85. Some great operational efficiencies into your business. We continue to hone in our e-application process. We've had this e-app capabilities for 6-7 years inside of Nassau, and we've really continued to dial in the process to make more efficiencies back into your business. We have our e-contract delivery, post-issue, again, more efficiencies back into your business. And earlier this year, we launched our Suitability Instant Decision Guarantee. So in advance of our e-app software, you have the ability to put in some of our suitability information, financial information of your client. And right now we're running along at about a 75% instant suitability decision. The other 25%, we're gonna have to continue to do a specific review by our suitability case managers. But the great part is upfront, prior to even completing the e-app, you're going to have full approval on that case with the Suitability Instant Decision Guarantee. Again, trying to put more efficiencies back into your business, avoiding that back and forth of having to get signatures, get updates from a paperwork standpoint. And as I mentioned up front, our way of again, thanking you for your partnership with Nassau through insurance agency marketing is all FIA production will continue to qualify for Nassau Elite, a very obtainable $1.5 million in FIA sales. It's going to get you access to compensation bonuses retro to $1, elite level service, and potential trip opportunities with the Nassau portfolio. So at the end of the day, hopefully you've seen, and looking forward to having you join us in another couple of weeks as we hone in on additional products. But hopefully you're seeing the focus and commitment to providing industry-leading products. Our goal is, again, to give you product solutions that can help ensure your client's lifestyle throughout their retirement days and move away from hope being their strategy and give them an actual plan with some great guarantees and accumulation products. So with that, Marcus, again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to present today. I want to thank you for your continued partnership and all that you do to continue to lead the FIA crusade, if you will. I want to thank each and every one of your advisors for taking time to be on the call today. I'll kick it back to you to wrap things up for this Wednesday.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jake. We got a couple questions for you. Somebody's got a question about history of index and lowering index rates that you touched on. They're asking any guarantees other than option budget not being lowered on the rates or the rate history.
I mean, at the end of the day, I wish there were more guarantees that you have. Every FIA product has a minimum. I don't think as you look at minimum rates and opportunities that's going to be there. Nobody's going to see those rates. Nobody will be fully satisfied with them. But that's really just part of the actuarial pricing of the product. What you really have to do, again, I know I've worked at carriers in the past where, let's say, our option budget was 5% for the first couple years, have that sizzle, and then from there we would drop the option budget 50% down to 2.5%. So the challenge when you look in those types of situations is not only is the option budget changing, but if we're coming in with 50% of the budget, that's obviously significantly impacting it. So really all you can focus on is sort of the story that the carrier is showing, the transparency, the consistency in those renewal rates. And what you've seen with Nassau over the last 3-4 months as volatility has dropped a little bit is we have remained committed to that process, and you've seen increases in terms of renewal rates on the product, not maintaining it, not reducing it, but actual increases. So I mean, I don't know if that necessarily addresses the question. I wish there was a more concrete way of positioning it, but it's really going to come down to how the carrier prices it and what the carrier looks at from an ongoing standpoint.
Okay. And I had another question out here. You showed the income riders for the growth annuity. You touched on the amplified income rider for the 25 basis points. There was another rider on there, the amplified income plus. Can you touch on that real quick?
Yeah, sure can. So Amplified Income Plus, again, is sort of the next generation of the Amplified Income. To your point, Marcus, Amplified Income, we attach a benefit base to the product for 25 basis points annually. That's going to grow the benefit base at 150% of index credits. With the Amplified Income Plus, the cost of the rider jumps from 25 basis points up to 95 basis points, but what you have is in there is a built-in guarantee. So for up to 15 years or until the income is activated, we're going to have a 3% simple roll-up. So you just have some guarantees on top of it that, again, you're going to have that benefit base grow on top of the 150% of index credits. So Amplified Income, 25 basis points, grows at 150% of index credits. Amplified Income Plus, 95 basis points. You have a 3% simple roll-up for 15 years plus 150% of index credits.
Thank you. Any other questions? Put the questions down below. One thing or a couple different items I'd like to touch on. I know there's a number of different, I know a lot of clients out there that in today's marketplace are looking at the different bucket strategies. You know, how can they layer their money out there when it comes to retirement income planning? Some people aren't looking at just going into 100% into income products across the board. And I know, Jake, you and I have had discussions around that. I know that there are a lot of 7-year products out there, a lot of 10-year products out there. There's a few 8-year products out there. But when you're considering or taking a look at all the 7-year products out there, and Jake touched on this, even with the growth annuity and the 7-year product, in the worst 10-year period of time historically, you know, it showed anywhere from, I believe it was what, 7, 8, 9%, right in that ballpark, correct? Historically.
Correct. Yep.
Those are phenomenal returns, even in the worst case scenario. One benefit I would throw out there is Nassau has got the 10% free withdrawal on this product. They do go up to issue ages of 85, which a lot of carriers out there do not do. So, you know, it does bring and add a lot of flexibility to the shorter term products, especially when clients do always like to have that access to the money. It doesn't necessarily mean your clients are going to need or have to have that access to the money. It's more of a peace of mind to the sale. But it's nice to know that they can reach in and get upwards of that 10%. So always different items to keep in mind when you are meeting with those clients and covering different aspects of the different solutions out there. I did get a secondary question here. I'll let you cover it, Jake, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch a poll here. If you'd like more information on the growth annuity and Nassau Re, please indicate that on the poll, and I'll certainly follow up with you after the webinar this morning. But someone has a question out here as far as commission on the growth annuity. You want to cover that for us?
Yeah, happy to. So our street level comp on the product, if you're in the Group A states, is 7.25%. And remember, we have the 50 basis point comp special running through the end of this month, as well as the Elite program, which can offer up to an additional 75 basis points in comp. But 7.25% street level comp for Group A states. Group B states is 7%. That is the compensation through age 75. It reduces down by about 2%, 76 to 80. So you're looking at 5.25% or 5% in that 76 to 80 range, and then reduces down again in that 81 to 85. So overall, up to 7.25% comp, base comp, plus the additional incentive opportunities.
And if they do the e-app, they get what?
Yeah, thanks. E-application, we pay an additional 10 basis points. So now you're talking 7.35 or 7.10 based on Group A versus Group B.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, if they submit an app prior to the end of July and they do it e-app, they get the extra 10 basis points on top of the street level comp. They get the extra 50 basis points for the Get in the Game promotion that you're currently running. And if they qualify for the Elite program, they get another 50 basis points at the end of the year.
You got it. You got it. So you could be potentially looking at 8.35 or 8.1, based again on which group state your residence in.
All right. I don't show any other questions out there. If anyone, so at this point in time, I do appreciate everyone's time. Jake, it's always a pleasure. Again, Nassau is a strategic partner of Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I do appreciate your time this morning, Jake. In a couple of weeks, again, we will be covering the personal income annuity in great detail. It's another great solution to offer your clients, like Jake touched on today. It does have the income today and the income tomorrow rider. It is one of the standalone, a very, very strong income plays for your clients, gives them that guaranteed income stream that you are looking for to help them achieve whatever their income goal is down the road. With those guaranteed returns, the strongest guaranteed returns in the marketplace today. So again, I do appreciate everyone's time this morning. I will be following up. So if you are thinking of some clients that might be a good fit for the growth annuity, please let me know that. I'll be more than happy to put together quotes for you this afternoon and get those sent back out. So again, I do appreciate your time, Jake. I appreciate everyone taking time this morning and listening in, and I will look forward to talking to you and seeing you on the next webinar. Thank you.